Hey everyone, it's me, Chacha, your Morenang Filipina, and for today's video, I'm going to share with you. This has been I've been trying to make this video since we were in Singapore, in Kuala Lumpur, but then I'm really sorry, guys, if this took me a while before I posted another video. I'm really sorry because after I went to or after we went to Singapore, I was really ill. Like I've been shaking, and I think that's because I had too much fun in Universal Studio. We were on a ride, and then the next day I was sick, and yeah. So sorry if it took me a while before I created this video, and so yeah, I'm going to share with you. I am currently here. We're currently here in Cagayan de Oro. We're having some coffee here in Milestone Coffee Shop in Uptown City, or Cagayan de Oro City. And for today's video, I'm going to share with you what are the requirements or the paperworks I've prepared before paperworks I've prepared as the first time Filipina going out of the country. Hold on, let me just move this camera because it's raining. So yes, you've heard it right. It is my first time going out of the country. Um, so it is my first time going out of the country, and before I proceed to this video, we'll just let you know that it is my first time going out of the country. I don't have any, well, yes, first time going out of the country, no travel history going out of the country. I've been to other places here in the Philippines. Um, yeah, and I don't have any experience being questioned by an immigration officer and all that stuff. And so I don't have any experience going out of the country. It's my first time. I am also unemployed, which I'm not proud of. And second thing or another thing is I am currently a live-in partner status. So I'm not married. I'm not fiance or anything. I'm currently a live-in partner with my British partner, Dave. And he is supposed to be here, but then he's working inside. So I'd rather, because this has been a long. I've been trying to make this video for for 3 weeks already, and I'm really sorry again for not making video since we went to Kuala Lumpur. So yes, I'm going to share with you guys the requirements that I have prepared going out of the country. And again, these are the paperworks that I have prepared as unemployed, as a partner, and again, I don't have any travel history. So, yeah. First requirement that I've prepared is the very obvious one is my passport. I have just renewed my passport last year, and so obviously I don't need to worry about it. I don't need to worry about it because I mean, the expiration will be, I think the expiration for the new passport is 10 years or 5 years, something like that. And so, yeah, so my passport is clear, no problem at all. Second is the round trip ticket. Okay, so this round trip ticket, this trip that we just recently done, what based on, because I've done a lot of research, so I've done a lot of research, and Um, so most videos that I've watched were like, it was the sponsor who, it is the sponsor who normally, what do you call that? Like, they're the one who book the flight, book the hotel, and also everything. Like, it is the sponsor who normally process everything. So what I did notice was some people who get offloaded, and obviously we're trying to avoid being offloaded. So what I advised Dave is that I told him, now let me try and do the booking, booking everything, like organizing everything. So I did, we just did DIY, and luckily I was able to pass the immigration. And so I did book the round trip ticket from Cebu to Kuala Lumpur, and from Kuala Lumpur, instead of staying for like 7 hours back to Cebu, we decided to stay in Singapore for 4 days. So um, I booked the round trip ticket from Cebu to Kuala Lumpur. So we stayed there for 12 days. And then we stayed in Singapore for 4 days. So basically, I booked a ticket from Cebu to Singapore, to Kuala Lumpur, and from Kuala Lumpur to Singapore. And then after 4 days in Singapore, I booked another flight from Singapore to Cebu. So, yep. And everything is under my name, but obviously the sponsor is still Dave. I use my debit card. I use my debit card to process or pay some of the ticket and the hotel booking. And then another thing, apart from the passport and the road trip ticket, is also the hotel accommodation. As what I've mentioned earlier, I also book the hotel accommodation. We stayed in. It's kind of like a condo unit, the one we stayed in Kuala Lumpur. It's really close to where we to the Petronas Tower. So yeah, so we stayed in Summer Suite KLCC. Summer Suite KLCC. It's just like 15 minutes walk from Petronas Tower. And in Singapore, we stayed in Blue Waters, but then Dave didn't really like it because it was like a pod. So yeah, because he's got a problem with his, yeah, something like he cannot. He's got a problem with his tummy. So we need to move somewhere much more comfortable. So we moved to a place called Arton Hotel, which is a bit far from Marina Bay Sands. So that's okay because it's easy to book a Grab there. And next is passport, round trip ticket, hotel accommodation. I also organized the itinerary. I did study everything, where to stay, where to go. Because based on the videos that I've watched, is that most of the questions that the immigration officer would probably ask is, do you know the itinerary? Where are you going on the first day, and etc. So I decided to create our own itinerary. So the itinerary was just like 2 plays in a day, and then rest, and then the next day. So it was just simple. Next is for this next paperwork, I actually had I attended this what do you call this? I attended already the Zoom meeting, something like that, because I just did this online, the CFO. So I had CFO already, but originally this is not for our travel, like the recent travel we did in Kuala Lumpur. We actually I've had this CFO already because um, I had applied. I've applied to the visa, that visa for UK, but then unfortunately I wasn't able to pass the visa. I wasn't able to pass CF. No, sorry, I wasn't able to pass the visa application. So yeah. So anyway, so I have CFO. I also prepared that one, and also I have prepared the bank statement, which I did not print out that bank statement. What I just did is that I make sure that I have an application, online application on my phone, and the lady from the immigration just asked me if I could show to her how much money I have in the bank, or um, how much money I get every month. So yeah, I just showed her what's in my phone, like on the banking app on my phone. And also another thing is the proof of relationship. So I also prepared like a photo collage on on an on a printed bond paper, and yeah, I submitted one copy, but I have prepared like at least four copies, and then the immigration officer um, get the just she just get one copy of it, and then yep, and then we're good. And then also I have prepared a vaccination certificate just in case. So even though they didn't ask even though they didn't ask me for it, I still prepared just in case, because Philippines, there's in the Philippines, it's still like ongoing thing. COVID is still the thing here in the Philippines, and yeah, so I still prepared for it just to make sure that I won't get offloaded. So it's very windy. Oh my gosh. And so last thing that I have prepared is the e-travel. This is like the departure QR code that you have to secure before you go out of the country. So by the way, guys, most of our friends suggested us to use the Cebu International Airport instead of Manila, because I don't know if you've done a lot of research, but we've heard a lot of negative stuff from Manila. So they, as much as possible, they wanted to avoid that area. But it's up to you guys. It's really up to you. But if it's your first time, I think I would suggest to use the Cebu International Airport for it. So again, I will recap the requirements that I have submitted. So I've prepared passport, my round trip ticket, hotel accommodation, itinerary, CFO, and then bank statement, which I have it on my phone, proof of relationship, and vaccination certificate. And then last is the e-travel, which is the departure QR code. So yeah, that's all we have just prepared for our for my first time going out of the country. So I hope that will also help. And please let me know if you have any questions. I will try my best to answer some of your questions. And yeah, see you guys on my next video. Hey everyone, I'm so sorry. I missed one requirements that I've prepared before going out of the country. So apart from the passport and all this stuff, I've also prepared an affidavit of support, which we've complied maybe 2 days before we left to Magere. And then And so yeah, we ask, or we hire an attorney. We hire an attorney to create or make an affidavit of support. So what we just did was um, I have submitted our round trip ticket and hotel booking, and on that affidavit of support, that was also mentioned there that we've that they will be supporting me the whole trip. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, bye for now.